It is yet another reminder that life is short. It is another reminder that, how committed are you? Are you committed to this thing? You're going to let it go? You're trying to get health. I mean, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to be? What? And it could be all gone tomorrow. Unfortunately, we need to start off this daily financial news with some pretty terrible update. I don't know if you know or know of Mark Ferguson on social media. He goes by Invest for More. He is a young man that unfortunately passed away suddenly in the last week or so. Again, Invest for More was one of the real ones. He shared the reality of being a landlord, the good, bad, the ugly. He shared the craziness of running a liquor store. He talked about collecting quarters at his laundromat. He talked about his car collection. He talked about his family. And it hurts, right? I had spoken with Mark a couple of times years ago. But what I will always remember about Mark was he was the real one, right? He wasn't a doom creator. He was somebody who just led by example. And that is sorely a missing thing in this social media world. And, he could have leaned into his, multiple Lamborghinis. He could have leaned into these other things. But no, it certainly was part of his content, but it wasn't crazy. What he really focused on was, hey, I'm a landlord. I'm a business owner. I'm a real estate investor. I'm an author. I'm a husband. I'm a father. And I appreciated him for leading by example. There aren't many content creators like Mark. In fact, there's probably less than a handful. And to lose someone so young, so suddenly, out of nowhere, it is yet another reminder that life is short. It is another reminder that, how committed are you? Are you committed to this thing? You're going to let it go? You're trying to get health. I mean, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to be? What? And it could be all gone tomorrow. It could be all gone tomorrow. It could be all gone this afternoon. And it's just something I realize it's why I do what I do every day. I do what I do every day because I love it. I'm trying to leave that legacy that outlives me by 50 years. It's been my goal since video number 1. So it's just another reminder to keep going, keep trying to educate, keep trying to motivate, keep trying to be there for the people that need to be there. And I just want to thank you for being here, for watching this live, to watching some, if not most of my content. I really am trying to be that voice of hope, work. Also the guy that maybe kicks you in the butt once in a while. Sometimes you need to be kicked in the butt. And, I'm okay. I have no problem doing that when appropriate. So, yeah, it's, we lost a good one. Mark, thank you for all you did. It means the world, and we'll just try to keep moving forward. So it's always hard to lead off with something so dour, but now we need to get into the daily financial news. So I'll just start with the economic week ahead. Next week will be Fed speech, endless Fed speeches. We've got 2 on Monday, 4 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday, and 2 more on Friday. On top of that, we got a couple of interesting economic reports. On Monday, we will get the U.S. leading economic indicators. On Thursday, we will get existing home sales. Existing home sales for April are going to be interesting. Remember last month, we shocked people and went lower, like I said we would. We got 4.02. The experts are calling for 4.12 million. Call me suspicious. If we remember April, it was peak uncertainty. And I don't know. I'm going to say right here, right now, we might do sub 4 million. I just can't imagine doing 4.12. But again, that's why we do this. We'll see what's what on Thursday. Then on Friday, we will get new home sales. New home sales are down. They were 724,000 the month before, expected to be 700,000. So it's odd to me that new home sales are down 3%, but existing home sales are up 2.5%. I just, call me suspicious. I don't buy it. On top of that, next week, we do get some interesting earnings reports. To me, we're going to find out about the consumer. You know, we did banks, we did tech. Now it's the consumer. On Monday, we're going to get trip.com. What's going on with trips and vacations? We hear it soft. Thursday, we'll get Home Depot, Viking Cruise, Palo Alto Networks, and Toll Brothers. Toll Brothers will be interesting because, again, their end buyer is the wealthy. I suspect, again, we're talking about last quarter, so I think the wealthy kind of hit pause, right? Liberation Day, stock collapse. But again, we will see what Toll Brothers has to say. Wednesday, we'll get Target, TJX, Snowflake, Zoom, and Urban Outfitters. Again, to me, what's going on with the consumer? Target probably being the most interesting of the week, or on Thursday or Wednesday. Thursday, Ralph Lauren, Ross, Decker's brand. Again, what's going on with the consumer? And then Friday is Booz Allen Hamilton. You know, what's going on with consulting around the world. So lots of stuff going on. Don't forget to join school. Again, you're going to get the opportunity in 24 minutes to meet one of my mentors, somebody who helps me get my mind right. The one and only Adrian Hernandez is coming in. So get your questions ready. Adrian can go off on lots of topics. Obviously, he's a top agent in Orange County. He's an investor in SoCal. He knows how to get off-market deals. And hopefully you'll be there asking some questions. I want to share with you details about an email, a very nice email I got from a loyal listener. And without giving their name away, I just want to share the fact that we all get in the bad headspace sometimes. So I just want you all to know that this happens a lot. And I want you to know that this is why we have One Rental at a Time. This is why we have the school community, because hopefully it is a place you can go and you're going to be in a safe place. Nobody's going to judge you. So in this particular case, this individual just took on a new job, not particularly enjoying it. They have some rental properties that unfortunately are going through Murphy's Law and stuff is breaking. This happens to be out-of-state stuff, and so it's hard to find contractors that are good, loyal, and not dirtbags. Having some internal challenges about being good enough as a spouse, as a parent. This is all stuff we go through. I've shared with you guys many times some of the dark days I've had, but I want you to know it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. We all go through it. In this particular case, this individual went searching for healthy distractions and motivations. In this case, they found the daily financial news as a source of being positive and inspiration. But really, it was the school community that they dove into, not only to leave comments and interact, but just to know that they are not alone. That is perhaps the most important thing about our school community, is we have attracted like-minded individuals doing like-minded things. And you're not alone. You're not alone. We've all been there. If you're having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, go to school. Tell them. Let other people lift you up. Someday in the future, somebody else will have a bad day and you can lift them up. We are all there for you. Being a landlord, being an investor, being a parent, a spouse, is hard. And sometimes it feels like the world is all on your shoulders. Go to the school community. Let us help you help hold that weight up. We got you. Someday you will help us. So again, if we can help, we will be there for you. That is perhaps the thing that I am most proud of, is we are attracting people inside school of that magnitude, of that grit, of that willingness to help. So if you don't have that, your community doesn't have that, your friends and family aren't that, we got you. We'll be there for you. So Powell was talking late last week. We don't record on Friday, so I took some notes of what he had to say. He said that, well, we may be entering a period of more supply shocks. Well, thank you for that, Uncle Powell. Also highlighted that April PCE is likely to be 2.2. Call me crazy. I am actually thinking that Jerome Powell might be trying to lay the groundwork for a rate cut. I don't know that for sure. I'm not willing to bet it. It was the first, like when I read that quote about April PCE likely being 2.2%, I went, did Powell really say that? Did Jerome Powell really say that? Sure enough, he did. Now, again, it's just like this little voice in the back of my head, but it feels like he might be laying the ground. Now, I'm not talking June. Let's not get it twisted. Probably not even July, but probably not December either. I don't know. We're going to need more data. Again, a lot of Fed speeches this week. Again, we got 2, 6, 8, 10. We got at least 10 Fed speeches this week. So I think we're going to learn more. We did get some data on the East Coast. We got the Philly and New York business indexes, and let's just say weaker than expected. Got some data on foreclosures, and foreclosures are up 500% when compared to 2021. What the heck does that mean? In 2021, we did 11,400. In 2025 Q1, we did 61,660. Just for comparison's sake, in 2019, we did 71,040 in Q1. Here's the deal, folks. Foreclosures are going to get worse. Just like bankruptcies are going to get worse. I've been telling you guys for a long time. Unfortunately, for 2 or 3 years, we kept our thumb on the garden hose, right? Were you ever a kid that you were outside playing and you put your thumb on the hose and all that pressure built up? We unfortunately have some bad debt, bad business decision, bad deals that just need to be cleaned out. We have some FHA nonsense about silent seconds and this, that, and the other that need to be cleaned out. Foreclosures are going to get worse, but that's okay. We got a lot of investors. This is not 06, 07, 08, 09. This is not the great financial crisis. This is stupid behavior doing stupid things that we need to clean up. So there will undoubtedly be hundreds of thousands of foreclosures in the next 18 to 24 months. What if I was doing is I would be marketing to NODs in my buy box. NOD stand for notice of default. It's the first step a bank takes in foreclosing. I would start marketing to those. Again, if I would do it in my buy box. We have talked about property radar in mailers and all of this. I brought them all to you. And that is what I would be doing, is I would be figuring out that process. I'd be trying to watch some of the content from Ty and Jason inside school. Folks, I don't know if you know this, but Jason Pritchard is on the Mount Rushmore of real estate investors, which in my book means he's in the top 4. He gave you stuff inside school about calling sellers and all of that. It's in there. It's at level 2. It's free. It's thousands of dollars in value. On top of that, Ty, who's been investing in real estate longer than I have, is almost 30 years. He's given you creative financing thing inside school, thousands of dollars in education. I've given you my 10-week boot camp inside school at level 3. Get it, $1,000 in education. Folks, I'm trying to arm you to get ready for the environment that is coming. But I can't and frankly won't do your work for you. I'm just giving you the access. So hopefully you take me up on that. Last thing that came out on Friday was consumer sentiment fell to 50.8. What the heck does that mean? Folks, that's the second lowest on record. Only the month after we shut the country down was it worse. It came in at 50. 50.8 is worse than the lowest in the GFC. If that doesn't scare you, you're not paying attention. But remember what I said. I believe that peak uncertainty has passed. I actually believe that with every fiber of my body as days go by, uncertainty is getting a little less uncertain. It is still very uncertain. It's just not as uncertain. So we'll see what happens next month. I do not think it's getting worse, but we shall see. I've been wrong a lot. But again, I think what we're going to start to see is the soft data is going to get better. So the hard data is still going to get worse, but the soft data will get better. And I think we're going to see this pivot in the market. The last thing I guess I want to talk about today is I was flying solo in Las Vegas the last week. The last week Olivia was in Mountain View. I was here. So I did something crazy. I just basically stayed home and I walked 200,000 steps. I averaged, and again, I posted this on X and on IG, I think, certainly on X. I averaged almost 30,000 steps a day, 29,876 steps a day. That's over 3 hours of walking a day. So what the heck happened? Let's also highlight that I had 5 hard workouts and I ate plenty of protein and watched my calories. So in 7 days, after walking over 200,000 steps, I lost 2.6 pounds. My body fat went from 16.6 to 14.5. Now, in fairness, that's not a DEXA scan. That is a scale called the Hume, Hume Body Pod. Not sponsored. It's just what I use. And I posted some pictures of what the app gives me on IG and X if you want to see it. So again, lost 2.6 pounds, lost 2.1% body fat, and my lean body mass went up 1.9 pounds, something like that. I'm trying to do the math in my head. So went from 157.5 to 159.6. So I guess 2.1 pounds. So again, lots of you have asked me, how are you losing all this weight, all of this stuff? People talk about 10,000 steps. Again, hopefully you guys know by now that I am broken once I get focused on something. So I not only did 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, I did almost 30,000 a day for 7 days in a row. I actually did not do this on purpose. That's the crazy thing. I only looked at the stats when they showed up on my phone. I just want to get sub 10% body fat. That is my goal. You guys know that my hard thing as a 53-year-old male is to go from 34.8% body fat on January 1st to something below 10%. I am eating right. I'm eating plenty of protein. I'm working out hard. I'm walking clearly a lot. And yeah. So yeah, if you want to ask how the heck I'm doing it, I'm walking a lot, not running. I did a couple of sprints in there, but the majority of that is just straight up walking. So folks, I hope you have an amazing day. Again, as we close out this, I want to close it out the same way we started. I want to send out rest in peace to Mark Ferguson, Invest for More. We lost a good one. Send out the best wishes to his family, his wife, who has jumped on his YouTube page to deliver some updates and some messages. I feel terrible for his kids. So sudden, so young, so not okay. Folks, at the end of the day, life is short. All of us could be gone tomorrow. And if that's the case, I want you to know that I have done everything I want to do, and I am living my best life. I hope you are too. Take care. Have fun. We will talk to you in school in 12 minutes. Bye.